loop
This
statement.
conference will now be recorded.
Here we have different categories. One is for loop, second one while loop, third one do while, fourth one for each loop. Okay, total we have 4. This topic we are going to cover under collections. This is the latest one we have in Java 8 they implemented. We are going to see these 3. Okay, first thing, this is the syntax of for loop. Here we are going to define open curly brace, close. We have total 3 expressions. One is, then semicolon, then again semicolon. Okay, total we have 3 expressions. Inside this we are going to write statements. If you see the expression 1, okay, these are the you can think as a rules, okay, Java rules. We are while creating any expression should be any valid Java statement. But preferably preferred as declaration and initialization. First one is always okay, declaration or initialization. That is the first expression. Second will be should always conditional statement we should return Boolean value. Then expression 3, any Java valid statement. Then which should return or which should majorly it is like incremental or decremental. If you see the proper syntax of for loop, this is the actual syntax. We are going to define initialization, semicolon, then condition, semicolon, then increment or decrement. Based on our requirement, we are going to define whether increment or decrement. Here we have statements. Okay, this is the syntax. If you see the execution part, right? Okay, let me explain. Okay, inside this we are going to define for initialization, condition, increment or decrement, then last we have statement. Okay, total we have 4 things. One is initialization, this is the first one. Second one, condition is the second one we have. Then statement is the third one. This is the third one. Then this is the fourth one. Okay, if you see the execution order, right? Okay, first it is going to execute 1, then 2, then statements will execute. Then this is the one last it is going to execute. This is the first one. Where is this? Okay, if you see the execution order, this one is right initialization, it is going to execute first, then condition it will execute second, statements will execute third, then increment or decrement, this is the last one. Okay, this initialization part is going to execute only once. Remaining thing, okay, it will check condition, then statements, then increment. Then condition, statement, increment or decrement. Initialization part is going to execute only once. Okay, it is not going to execute multiple times. Let's see, okay, how it is going to execute. Create one package. Package, watch it out. Gemini dot loops. Under this, we are going to create class for loop example 1. Select main method. Here, initialization means first we are going to define any integer variable int I equal to 1, I less than or equal to 10. This is the condition. Then what we are going to do, whether we are going to do increment or decrement based on our requirement. This is the statement we are going to print I. Now what will happen? Okay, here I equal to 1. Okay, 1 less than or equal to 10. Correct, right? Condition. Then it will come to the statement. This is the one it is going to print. Then again what will happen? Second 2 value, right? It is going to increment 2. What happened after printing this value? It is going to increment. This is the last one, right? Today we are going to execute. 1 will become 2. Here what it is going to check again? 2 less than or equal to 10. It will print the 2 value. Again what will happen? It will increment with 2 plus 1 equal to 3. Again what will happen? 3 less than or equal to 10. It will print the value 3. Then again 3 plus 1. Like this it is going to execute in order. First 1 will check, okay, 1 less than or equal to 10. It will print the I value. Then it will do increment. Again it will come here. 2 less than or equal to 10. It will print the value. Then again it will increment. Again like this. It is not going to go here. Only one time, okay, before executing, it is going to go here. Then later onwards it is going to execute here, then this one. Let's see what it is going to print. Run as Java application. See, until the condition is getting true, okay, here this condition should become true, otherwise it will keep on execute the loop. Okay, this condition should become true, then only it will stop the execution. This is the basic syntax for loop, you need to understand. Then for meaningful, I am going to concatenate with the string I value is run as, see, first I value is 1, then second I value is 2, 3, 4, like this. Okay, any doubts here? You can write if condition as well. Okay, here I am going to write if condition as well. If I equal to 5, then we are going to stop here. Print the I value reached to 5. Okay, then we are going to stop here. Let's see. See, after reaching I value 5, we are going to stop the execution. This is like this. We are going to use combination. We can use inside for loop, another for loop we can use. Okay, we have a lot of concepts. We'll see one by one. Suppose, okay, in interview they will ask you, can you please the table? Okay, generally we are going to see the table, right? Suppose if you want to print the table, int, okay, I want to print table or number, I can take number equal to 2. I want to print 2 number table. For loop, int I equal to 1, I less than or equal to 10, I plus plus. Here what I am going to do, I am going to define number into I. Here what will happen, first time it is going to execute, I value will be 1, right? Number 2 into, sorry, this one I. 2 into 1 equal to 2. Then it is going to increment with 3, that is I value will become 2. Then again 2 into 2 equal to 4. Then again 2, number is same, right? It is going to change the I values here. Only part changing is I value equal to 6. 2 into 4, like that it is going to print entire table. Now you can see the output. Right click, run as Java application. Yeah, it is printing, but they will ask you to print as it is table 2 into 1 equal to 2, 2 into 2 equal to 4. It is the printing normal values. Okay, I want to print in table format. Okay, how can we do that? Here I am going to do some modifications. First thing I am going to add the, then we are going to define number plus into, I am going to print this into value, then plus I, again plus equal to. See, first we are going to print the number, okay, this one. Then we are adding this, just we want to print this, that's it. We are not going to do anything, just we are printing this. Then I value, first time it is going to print 1, okay. Then equal to we are printing, we are adding inside strings. Then this is the actual output we are getting. Now see, right click, run as Java application. See, now it is printing in table format. 2 1 2, 2 2 4, 2 3 6, like this. Okay, in most of the interviews they are asking, can you please write a table program? Then sometimes they will ask you to read from, okay, I don't want to print like this. Then scanner class is there. Scanner, scan equal to new scanner dot in. Then we need to import the scanner class. It is available in util package. Scan dot next int. See, this is the method. Now I am not going to hard code this. Whatever desired value is at the time of runtime, I am going to execute. I am going to pass as a argument. Now see, run as Java application. In console, you can enter 5. It will give the 5 tables. See, 5 1 5. User can enter, okay, their desired value. Run as, okay. Now we are going to enter here number as 6. It will print the 6 table value. This is user input. Okay, we are not going to hard code here. Whenever user want to see the his desired table, he can pass the value. Right click, run as Java application. Now he is going to enter 10. Now it will print the 10 number table. Okay, this is going to read the user input and printing the respectable table. Two ways they can ask. Okay, take user input and print the table. I don't want to keep every time as 10. I don't want to hard code. Okay, I can pass my desired value. You can try like this. Okay, 15 table. Yeah, our table is working fine. Okay, this is basic program. Then most of the time they are going to share. Okay, they will share programs and they will ask output. Okay, we will see one by one. Suppose, okay, he is going to share like this. What is the output here? What it will print? Any guess? Here I am going to change as int number equal to 10. Then what will be the output here? Any guess? You can just message me in chat. Just guess only. What will be the output here? Here what we are doing, right? Okay, 10. Okay, fine. But it is going to execute 10 times, right? Until this condition is getting success. Okay, let's see what will be the output. Run as Java application. See, it is executing 10 times, but it is printing same value. What we are doing here inside this double quotes, whatever we are giving, right? It is printing same. It is not going to print any table because here inside double quotes we declared. Okay, while attending any interview, you need to be careful what is the statement they are giving. Okay, without double quotes, it will print the table. Within double quotes, what will happen? This is the difference you need to know. Now it will print the table. See, 10 20. Okay, like this. Sometimes what they will do, okay, they are not going, they will remove here. Okay. whether it will execute or not. Okay, here what we need to do, initialization, condition, then increment or decrement. Here already we initialized the value here. Okay, that is fine. We kept just only semicolon. Yes, it will execute because already we initialized a variable. It is going to print 10 times. Until this condition is getting success, it is going to execute 10 times. Okay. Now I am going to remove this. Okay. What I am trying to do here, we'll try to add int I equal to 1, comma j equal to 1. Then I less than or equal to 10, comma j less than or equal to 10, I plus plus, comma j plus plus. Here what is happening here? We initialized two variables I, j. Okay, that is fine. Here we are checking condition I less than or equal to 10, comma, then j less than or equal to 10. Because here comma is there, right? That's why it is throwing syntax error. Because here always we need to define condition, then increment. Okay, this is also fine. We are doing increment. Here what I am going to add, I am going to add I, j. Now see there is no error. Now try to execute and see. Okay, it will print same. Two times it is printing I value. For better understanding, I am going to add I value is. Okay, J value is. Now what we are doing here, okay, here we are initializing two variables. Okay, if you are keeping this semicolon here, then this is a error because it will allow only three semicolons. 1, 2, okay, 1, 2, 2 semicolons and three statements it will allow. If you add extra one, it will throw exception. That's why I'm adding comma. And also we are checking two conditions here, I as well as j. And we are incrementing two. One is I, another one is j. Now you can see the values. I value is 1, j value is 1, I value is 2, j value is 2. It will print up to here. Okay, at a time we can define. Only thing, this condition already we saw. These are the rules. Should be any Java statement but referred as a declaration and initialization. Should be always conditional statement which should return Boolean value. Okay, always it should return Boolean value. That's why it is going to check Boolean 1. Next, okay, what I am going to do, I am going to change. I am going to remove this, okay, as it is come to old one, comma, that is I plus plus with I am not going to write any condition here. If you are not writing any condition, okay, here default will be true. What will happen now? Okay, we are going to keep on increment this, print this, then increment, print increment, print increment. This is always true, right? This is infinite loop. It is going to execute for infinite loop because I value is 1. Okay, this, if you are not defining any statement here, this will be the default one we have, true. If true means, then it will keep on execute this value. Can you please tell me the output for this one? They will say this simple statement and they will ask you. See, it will keep on execute like this. It will run for infinite time because here condition always true. That's why it will keep on do increment until you stop this. It will keep on execute. Okay, and also another option, You need to practice all these things, then only you can able to understand what is exactly happening here. If you are not writing any condition, by default it will be true. I value is 1. It will keep on increment this. Print this, increment. Print this, increment. Then what I am going to do? I am going to write I equal to 1. Then I less than or equal to 5. I am not going to write last one, whether increment or decrement. Let's see what will happen. What I equal to 1. Okay, this is true. It will keep on print this value because this is always true, right? Here we are not performing any increment or decrement. It will run for infinite time. See, it will keep on print the I value until you stop this. It will run for infinite time because here condition is always true. Once condition is true, you need to perform some action here, whether increment or decrement. Then only it will stop this loop. Otherwise, it will run for infinite time. Now it's stopped. Okay. Suppose I want to check the values. Int I equal to 1, I less than or equal to 100, I plus plus. I want to print 1 to 100. I value is run as Java application. It will print 1 to 100. Then if you want to increment by 2, you can do that as well. Every time it will increment 2 values. First time, okay, it will increment like this. 1, right? Okay. After printing 1, then it is going to increment 1 plus 2 equal to 3. It will print again 3 plus 2. Every time we are going to increment with 2 values. Then 5 plus 2. Let's see the output. Run as Java application. See. Every time it is incrementing two numbers. If you want to increment with 5, yes, you can do that as well. If you want to increment with 10, like this. Okay. And also you can include if condition, if else as well here. You can try with different combinations. And also we have suppose, okay, I am going to define in this way. What will happen? For int I equal to then I less than. Before this, okay, another condition is there. Try with this int I equal to 1. Then here I am going to print system.out.println. Here value will be high. Then I am going to write condition I less than or equal to 5, I plus plus. Then here we are going to print the I value. Any guess what is the output here? First I equal to 1. Okay, it will print this value. Yeah, that is fine. 1 less than or equal to 5, I plus plus, it will print the 1. Whether it again it will execute this one or not. Any guess? We are using system.println, right? Okay. Generally it should execute for 5 times. It will print for 5 times until this condition is getting true. But see what it is going to print. Only one time it is printing because this initialization part is going to execute only once. Okay. Remaining, it will execute from here, then statement, then increment or decrement. It is going to continue here only. Again, it won't go back here. Okay, always keep this one. Some scenarios where we are going to write logic in this way in automation. Okay, you should know. Okay, if you are using system.print.ln also, it will print only one time. It won't repeat 5 times because initialization part is going to execute only one times in for loop. And then another one for these are the interview questions. In most of the interviews they asked, okay, what is the output for this? Until you know the concept, even if you know the concept, at that time you can't answer. Okay. Some programs, some things, okay, for this one you can easily answer and equal to 1 without, okay, condition I plus plus. This is the infinite loop. Can you please write infinite loop? They will ask you sometime. Okay. If you don't have any increment or decrement also, it will execute for infinite time. Most of the interview questions they will ask like this only. Here I am going to define int I equal to 1. Then hi. Okay. If you define this type convert, we are not going to convert this as type mismatch. It will give the compilation error. If you try to add here, cannot convert from void to boolean. I'm going to add this and see what will happen. Here we are not going to write any condition. Just we are printing hi. This is small. This is, we can go with I values. Here we don't have condition. Okay. This is always true, right? It will run for like this. See, it will keep on run. First it will print high, then it will print high 1. Because here system.out.println, it will execute. If it is initialization means it won't execute, only it will execute for one time. Here what is happening, I value is 1, here true, then it will come here, it will print this, then again always true, right? It is going to print this, again it will come here like this, it is going to run for infinite time. It will keep on execute for infinite time like this. See. Another one, okay, I'm going to define. I'm not going to write anything, just I'm going to give what will happen here. No initialization, then no condition, no increment or decrement. See, it will execute for infinite loop because always this condition is true. It will keep on execute. Okay, then for loop, and this is normal one. Okay, int I equal to 0, I less than or equal to 5, I plus plus. Then we are going to print the I value. Then after this, I am going to print system.println hi. Now see what is the output. Right click run as. It is starting with 0 because we gave I value as 0. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. After execution, it is printing high one time. After coming out from loop, then it is printing the high value. Now what I am going to do, I am going to change this as I greater than or equal to 5. Okay. Then I will try to print this high value. What is happening here? Right click on this Java application. It will print only high, because what is happening here? Here condition is true. 1 greater than or 0 greater than or equal to 5. This is false, right? 0 is less than 5. It is coming out from loop. It is not going to print in inside value. It is coming from loop. Then it will print this high. Okay. Any doubts here? More than 10 examples we saw in for loop, because we are going to use complex for loops while writing any automation scripts. You need to understand, okay, how it is we are going to define the initialization, then increment, decrement. Then next will be the for while loop. Okay, go here, create one new class while loop example. Okay, nested for loops we can see. Okay, and tomorrow I am going to cover that part, nested for loops, and also we in a most of the interviews they will ask you whether I have a minute. Okay. They will ask you like this, click run to execute the snippet code. Then they will ask you what is the output here. Like this, they will. This is for one of the Apple client interview. They asked these questions. What will be the output here? Can you please write the output for this? Most of the interviews, yeah. These are the programs, okay? Method overloading, method overriding, then parent class, program one, okay? They will give string like this, then they will ask what is the word count. Then reverse each word, okay, without reversing entire sentence. Then they will ask like this, collections, list one, this is the list. Then you need to print this value. In each and every interview, they will ask like this. And yeah, if they are giving string like this, then how many times A is repeated, then B, then C, like this we need to print. That's why, okay, nowadays I already task. This is different one. Okay, like this they will task. Some companies log into this application, go to admin tab, click on okay. While doing Selenium, I'm going to give this task. Most of the interviews they will ask, okay, Capgemini interview too. Okay, that's why topic wise we are going to see the programs, and also we are going to sometimes in interview they will ask you, can you please print this star like this star. These are the patterns. Instead of star, can you please print 1 2 1 2. If they are asking any silly question, means you can ask, okay, can you please tell me one thing where we are implementing this in Selenium? You can ask like that. Some interview they will ask you, okay, very foolish questions. You can ask, okay, if it is not inappropriate one, where we are implementing this logic. Okay, nowadays these programs are very important. Start with while loop. Already we have for loop, but still we are going with while loop. This is the syntax for while loop. While, here condition, then here we are going to print the statement, then we are going to perform increment or decrement. Initialization we are going to define here. In for loop, what we did in single line, we defined everything like initialization, condition, then increment or decrement. While loop is different. First we are going to do initialization, then we are going to check condition, then execute statement, then we are going to do increment or decrement. When we are going to use for loop, right? Okay, suppose if you know, okay, how many times you want to execute this loop, okay, 5, you know the exact number, 5 times this loop is going to execute. In that case we are going to use for loop. Suppose if you don't know, okay, how many times you are going to execute this loop, okay, suppose you have database. From database, today you can see 100 records, tomorrow 200 records. Okay, if you take Amazon, right, if any 100 persons they are placing order, those 100% people they are going to store record in database. Then second day 500 members they are going to order, they are going to store those details. Okay, if you want to retrieve, okay, after 1 month, that records, if you don't know any count, okay, it may be 1000 or 10,000. In that case we are going to use while condition. If you don't know the exact condition, how many times we are going to execute the loop, then we can go with while condition. If you know, okay, 1000 records set there, I am going to retrieve 1000 records, then you can go with for loop. If you don't know the exact condition, how many records we have, then we can go with while condition. Okay, we see example how it is going to work. Same, int I equal to 1, while I less than or equal to 10, then we are going to print the I value. I value is, then we are going to perform increment or decrement. Right click, run as Java application. See, it is going to print the same value. Suppose if you want to perform decrement, if you want to print from I greater than or equal to 1, I minus 1. Run as Java application. So now see, it is printing in descending order. 100, 99, 98. Okay, we can decrement with 3 as well. Every time it is going to decrement with 3 like this. 100, 97, 94, 91. If you want to decrement, like this. Okay. On tomorrow session, again, we are going to see complete programs only. Okay. Today, try to practice this for loop, while, basic syntax, then do while. Do while, okay. Here, we are going to do initialization int I equal to 1. Do increment or decrement. Here you can print the value. But rarely we are going to use. Mainly we are going to use for, while, and for each loop. Okay. Now run as Java application. Here what is happening? Here initialization. Okay. Then we are printing the value. Later we are checking, okay, we are incrementing, then we are checking. Do while will be executed once, at least once time. After execution only it is going to check the condition. First it will execute the program, then only it is going to check the condition, where we have some basic scenarios in automation. We are going to implement this. I will explain you in detail in the, okay. Most of the things, okay, you need to practice for loop. Then already we covered in last session, right? Okay, if condition, then calculator program, two numbers, swap two numbers. Okay, these things, this one also frequently they are asking in interviews. You need to remember this logic. If you are practicing, right, I can remember this logic, easily you can write the program. Okay, then for it, nested if, I will tell you example. But if you need to know how to execute through command prompt also, but nowadays no one is using. But if you are trying to execute through command prompt, okay, then you can able to understand how the program is going to execute exactly. Okay, we'll see when you will get compile time errors, runtime errors, how compiler is going to convert this Java code to byte code. Int I equal to 10 into j equal to 20. If I equal to 10, then again we are writing another if condition here inside itself, nested if. If I j equal to 20, then I and j values are equal. Then else not. Right click, run as Java application. It will print the I and j values are equal. Then I am going to change this as 10. What will happen? It will print the not equal. Suppose, okay, after completing your graduation, you are going to apply job in TCS, okay. Even in previous sessions also I told same thing. Int intermediate marks, first SSC marks equal to, you got 60%. Int then intermediate marks equal to 70. Then int BTech marks equal to 60. Okay. Suppose you are going to apply job in TCS. What is their criteria? You should be having SSC marks greater than or equal to 60. In all academics, okay, you are going to have greater than or equal to 60. Then again another if condition here inside this. Then enter marks greater than or equal to 60. Then again another if condition, if BTech marks greater than or equal to 60. Okay, eligible to apply job in TCS, else not eligible. If all condition true, then only it is going to print the output, otherwise it is not going to print any output. If any condition is false, now yeah, you are eligible to apply job in TCS because you have exact marks, okay, in 10th and BTech. Okay, unfortunately in BTech you have only 50%, what will happen? You are not eligible to apply job. You have here in inter and 10th as well, but they are not going to consider. Must and should, you should have in all academic like 60% or equal. Like this, multiple conditions we are going to check. There we are going to use nested if statement. Okay, please practice each and every program whatever I